Hello, and welcome to the channel. I am, as always, Tej. Now, you may notice that things look a little bit different today. Let me get this set up because there we go. There we go. Okay, had to get Instagram up and going. All right, so yeah, you may notice that things look a little bit different than it usually does when I'm doing Where in the World is Rabbit Haberdashery, and that's because I'm not doing that today. I'm trying something new. So there's this trend it's come up on uh, Instagram and TikTok a few times, and I always find it fascinating where people use this random generator thing. There's no AI involved. It just pulls from a database or whatever. But they use this thing to come up with a random new creature. It's an art challenge. People do it as an art challenge, and they come up with some great stuff. I love those videos. And I'm out of practice for doing creature drawings. I really wanted to give it a shot, but also I don't run an art channel here. I run a TTRPG channel, and so I'm doing a little bit different approach. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the process of generating the animal, generating each of these parts and drawing it. It's mostly going to be sketch. Like I'll do kind of the sketch stuff, and I do a little bit of line work, but I'm not going to have I'm not going to fully render the image on stream. I probably won't have time. If I have time, I'll do as much as I have time to do, basically. But then I'm going to hop over to the home brewery, and I'm going to stat out this creature that we've drawn. So whatever creature we generate, I'm going to create a stat block for it. And for on stream, I'm going to use the home brewery to do that in D&D 5e. I think it's 5e. It might be 5.5. I have to check. But I'm going to use the 5e standards to create this creature. And then, kind of off stream later, I'll figure out how to port it to other things like Pathfinder and, maybe 3.5. And I'd love to figure it out for stuff like, Powered by the Apocalypse and stuff like that, because a lot of indie games use that. I've never actually played any Powered by the Apocalypse games yet, so I'm curious to explore that anyway. But anyway, Daggerheart, whatever. So I want to create a few different variants of the creature's stat block for these different games. And then if this works out, I'll be doing this instead of the Where in the World is Rabbit Haberdashery for a while. And whenever I have, a nice little pack of creatures ready to go, I'll release it on itch.io. You can check out what's there already. I'll release it on itch.io as a little monster pack, and you'll get the stats and the drawings for all of the creatures that I've made for that system, and go from there. But let's go ahead and start. Today is the test. Let's see how well this works. And we will begin with an axolotl as the base. Let's give this a whirl. Now, I have my computer set up so that I can. We actually because I just got my fish tank up and running again. And when we were at the store buying some fish for it, they had some axolotls out. And I'm told that axolotl is not how it's pronounced in the language that they come from. Because they're originally from, a single lake in Mexico or something. So they here we go. And that in that language, it is more accurate to pronounce it as Ashalot. Although there's an actual, there's a sound, the TL at the end makes a specific sound that I, as someone who doesn't speak that language, am not actually great at making. So it's approximately Asheville. All right, so we have a very kind of that's a very rough and dirty kind of. Axolotl. Okay, so let's see here. That'll be anteater. Anteater head. Okay. Let's see here. This goes a lot faster, obviously, on the TikTok videos because they've edited them for TikTok, and I'm not worried about that. Ooh, that's. Here we go. Like the. Let me see here. There's my anteater reference. Keeping the skills though. All right, let's see here. So we have this thing. Okay. Ears. What ears do we have here? Hey, oh, there we go. Zebu? I don't even know what a zebu is. This is why we use reference images. Well, many great reasons to use reference images. But... Oh, it's a type of cattle. Okay. Image. Okay, this is the ears of the zebu. Okay. Rid of those little anteater ears. Put in are really big, floppy. Okay. Eyes. What type of eyes do we have for this thing? Scarlet Tanager. Okay. Scarlet Tanager. Oh, it's just like a little. It's just black. It's a little. It's a cute little bird. I'll show you. Yeah, cute little bird. This must be the female. It's not as ornate. Uh, but the. Yeah. Yeah, just kind of oh no, it's got some color to it. Okay. This could be just a circle. It's like black. A little bit of it. There we go. Yeah, that's basically it. Okay. All right. Nose. Brachiosaurus. Oh, that's gonna be like we're gonna lose that whole anteater. Well, let me see. Yes. Oh well, it's on this. Yeah, maybe. All right. Well, I don't need any of. Just get the nose here. So what I need and bigger. Okay. All right. Let me see. How am I gonna do this? I guess I gotta make the end of the nose a little bit. I can probably still make it long like the anteater, but I want to. Nice thick jaw. There we go. All right, legs. Rainbow boa. So no legs. What does that mean? I already know what the legs of a rainbow boa look like. They look like they don't have legs. Which is going to be a problem for feet. Bison. I think I could probably just skip that. Like, if I don't have any legs, how am I going to get feet? Unless I just have, like, hooves. Sticking out. Nah, I don't like that. I don't see how that's going to work. Alright. Mandarin ducktail. Oh. Wow. Okay. Okay. So let me see. I got get rid of all of this. And give it I do the really bits that the axolotl has just sideways. Yeah. Coat. Yeah. Okay. I think hyenas have a kind of a wiry. Oh no. What about the neck grill? Oh, the back grill. Yeah. Okay, so we got fur coming off of here. Got some. Make sure I get that. Looks wiry. Might not be. Bushy. Okay. Color. Wattle cup caterpillar, extra tusks. Okay. I'll go ahead and draw the tusks in first. And what is this? Wattle. Oh, caterpillar. What? Ooh. Oh my. Okay. Oh, oops. I did it on the wrong layer. Okay. Hello. Okay, now, anyway. There we go. There's my water. Oh, no. Colors. Aha. Okay, so. Colors I'm not great with. Colorblind. So. I guess we're going to do. It's just concept, so I'm not super worried about it. Nailing it perfectly. Once I have the basic, figure out the details from there. Like I said, this is imperfect, but it's fine. I will render it fully. Render it more fully later, just to get us a sense of what this is, so that I know what I'm working. Well, let me go ahead and do some inks real quick because I haven't taken not quite halfway through the hour, so I will go ahead and do some inks real quick to get a better sense of this thing. Ooh. There is, I guess I lost my gills along the way, but you know, I think that it. So basically, we have this like, weird, like, furry sort of tusked caterpillar thing. Okay, so now we gotta figure out what we're gonna do with that, as far as stat blocking goes. Okay. Let's look at this. Okay, so this is the anime Sphinx is just kind of what it defaults to when you create an account. All right. we're gonna call this bad boy. How big do we want this thing to be? I think that's gonna be an important important factor here. Center that so it's easy to look at. All right. So the size of this thing is going to have a lot to do with kind of, and there'll be environmental factors in the final drawing and everything like that. What do we? I'm thinking. It's not long like a snake because it's got the axolotl body, right? It's not going to swim very well. It's not going to climb super well. So I'm thinking we did have those bison feet. And so maybe it's like has a bunch of those hidden under it and it just skitters along. No visible legs because that means it's not a climber. If it's using bison feet. I'm thinking this thing has to be like some kind of larval stage, right? The caterpillar thing kind of gives it away. But I don't know. All right, I think it's going to be a parasite. I'm going to call it, you know what? I'm going to call it a Dragon Mite. So this thing is a tiny beast. Neutral. Okay. What I'm thinking is this thing. Yeah. I'm thinking without the feet and everything, it gets up under the scales, uses the tusks to hold on, and then just kind of siphons. You want to siphon blood or magic? I'm gonna have it siphon magic. Okay, so its stats. It's gonna have we're gonna give it a pretty low strength because it's tiny. It holds on, mostly holds on by hiding under the scales. So I'm thinking that it's gonna have like it's not gonna have huge strength. I'm thinking like 4, which is gonna be a 8, 6, -3. Dex is gonna be, I think, 8. but it's dex at I think 14. Con at okay, so this thing has to withstand living under a dragon scales. I'm actually gonna put its con pretty good. Not crazy. 16, I think, is gonna be fine for our purposes. Intelligence. I think we should have. Yeah, actually, I like the 4. I like the 4 for intelligence. Wisdom. It's gonna have really. I think it's gonna have a good. We're gonna do 16 again for that. And charisma. It functionally doesn't have it. Okay. Right? Is that's -5? No, that's 10. Wait. 8, 6, 4. That's -4. My bad. Okay. Come to this stuff in a minute. Languages. None. So we're going to have a latch ability. Dragon Mite. All right, let me see here. So, what else does this thing do? So this thing it latches on. Um, Let's see here. So, the Dragon Mite can when occupying the same square as an opponent of medium size or larger, the Dragon Mite can use its bonus action to burrow under the scales for armor. I'll say worn armor. Of the opponent. Okay, so I want to actually do this way. There. So that there we go. When occupying the same square as an opponent of medium size or larger, the Dragon Mite can use its bonus action to burrow under the scales or worn armor of the opponent, or take the hide action in hair or thick fur. Bite. Oh no, that goes down here. Okay. see, we're going to be using Dex for that. And proficient. And let's say moderately. That's 3 proficiency bonus. One piercing. Okay. Let's see here. This is instead going to be magical absorption. Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna give it the same. I'm gonna give it the same magical absorption that the lore wind. Let me check the lore wind changeling. Magical. Oh, that's not the lore wind changeling. That was my character was the lore wind changeling, but it was a background. That was exotic. That wasn't an expert. What was it? Rune. Spellfire Initiate. There it is. Magic Absorption. Once per turn, when you take damage from a spell or magical effect, you reduce the total damage taken by D4. Okay, yeah. That's... There we go. Because it consumes magic. See that? Let me see here. I want to give it some spells. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. When latched. Numbing agent that gives it a +5 to hide checks to avoid detection by its host. Okay. Even skills. Where's the skill proficiencies? Wait. Checking DB on. Needs creatures. Monsters. Here we go. Okay, just show me a creature. I just need something that I can actually open, man. I don't care what it is. Monster manual. I have to have monster manual. Okay. Yeah. Skills, senses. Okay, so it goes. Okay. It's not hide. It's stealth. This edition. All right. So it's gonna have proficiency in not much. So that's wisdom 3, 3, 6. Dex. That's 5. Okay. All right. that how you do this? Yeah. Oops. Ah. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna make this 30. Do they have any condition immunities? Ooh. No, I don't think so. This is not a challenge 11 creature. This is maybe a challenge. Looks like a challenge 1. You're gonna do half. They really don't do much damage. You can only do the spells like once, for the most part. Movement speed. Hit points is gonna be I guess it's gonna be yeah. You know, I'm gonna drop you know what? I do want to give it another action. Hmm. The what am I thinking? Wisdom save, Constitution. I'm gonna make it a Constitution save. too. Um, lowest level slots available in Dragon Mite. There we go. I guess this is a not check with the wording just for this edition for that, but oh cool. I give them one more. There. Okay. Yeah, I think that's our critter. Like shocking grass was a reaction only, so that you go to pick it off, and when you grab it to pull it off, it shocks you. That's what the bright coloration is for. All right, cool. Well, I think we have ourselves a pretty cool little critter. It's a low level threat, and I like it. All right. Well, thank you very much for joining me today. This has been fun. I think I am going to keep doing this. I think I'm going to do this each week. I might make some improvements to the process. Maybe get a way to have my camera on. Not super worried about that. But yeah, thank you very much, and I will see you next time.